Hi all, in this video we will see how the sequence generator transformation will work in Informatica. Here we use sequence generator transformation to generate numeric values. Using this transformation we can create unique primary key values, replace missing primary keys or cycle through a sequential range of numbers. Here for this transformation we have two ports. One is next value port and another one is current value port, and we cannot edit or delete these ports. Likewise we cannot add ports to this transformation. Here is the image. Here in this image I am connecting next value port to two target transformations. In this, table 1 will be generated first, means the sequence values will be generated for first target transformation, and then only the sequence will be generated for another table target transformation. And coming to current value port, we typically only connect the current value port when the next value port is already connected to a downstream transformation or any other transformation. And if we cannot, we connect the current value port without connecting the next value port, the integration services passes a constant value for each and every row, means for all the values for that particular column will be the same. And when we connect the current value port in a sequence generator transformation, the integration services process one row in each block, and we can optimize the performance by connecting only the next value port in a mapping. And to talk about disadvantage of sequence generator transformation, we use this transformation to generate unique primary key values. It can cause the performance issues as we require an additional extra transformation, that is sequence generator, and we can overcome this disadvantage by using an expression transformation by implementing the same logic that is for surrogate keys. And now I am implementing the same logic in Informatica mapping. Now I will create a new mapping by using sequence generator transformation. I have a source application type, and let me check in the database. I have application type table in target database. I'm running the SQL. I have two fields, one is application ID and another one is application name. In this table I don't have any records, and I have the same table in source database, that is, so in source database the table name is application type. In this table I have also two fields, that is, one is application ID and another one is application name. Now I will load this data in target application type table. Here I will pass only the application name, and for application ID I will use sequence generator transformation to generate unique primary key values. Here in source analyzer, this is the source, that is for application type. It is representing, means it is pointing source database application type table. And in target designer also we have application type table. It is representing target application type. So in mapping designer I am creating a new mapping with the name sequence generator. From sources I am taking application type. And now I will take a target transformation from targets with the name application type. And I will take a sequence generator transformations. This is sequence generator transformation, and give the name as sequence underscore application type. This is for application ID underscore application ID. So that now I am painting this application name to target transformation application name, and for application ID port, I am taking the next value and pointing to application ID and going to sequence generated properties. Here these are the here integration service start the sequence from the start value, means initially the value for the sequence is 1, and here we have a property called increment by, means every time for each and every record the value will be incremented by 1, means the series like 1 2 3. And end value is nothing but this is the maximum number that can integration service generate as part of this sequence transformation. And the current value is nothing but this is used for current value port, and we have an option called cycle. If we check this, the integration service will repeat the sequence from start value to end value, means we can, if we give the end value as 10 and cycle option is enabled, then the sequence will be always repeated from 1 to 10. And the next one is the number of cached values. Here the values are generated each time a session runs. And next one is reset. If the reset is enabled, for each and every session run, the sequence will be start from start value and end by this end value. If this is disabled, the end value of the sequence data transformation will be stored. Here end value is nothing but the maximum sequence that is generated as part of this mapping run. That value will be stored in a integration service, and in the next session run the maximum value will be used and it will be incremented by 1 for the next series, that is nothing but next series of sequence. So nothing but in a single mapping run, here we have enabled reset option, and in a single mapping run in our target table, nothing but in our source we have 10 records, and the 10 records are loaded into the target table. Here the sequence for application ID is 1 to 10, and here we have enabled the reset option, and we have closed this session and we have started a new session, and again we run the same mapping. Then here the values for this application ID is nothing but again it will start the value from 1 only, means here we are resetting the maximum value of sequence generated transformation. If this is not enabled, then sequence generator will use the maximum value which is previously loaded into the target transformation. Based on that value it will continue the sequence. Here this is the use of reset option. So I am saving the mapping. Now I will create a session for this mapping. s_m_ sequence generator. I am associating this session to m_sequence generator mapping. I am going to session properties. I am editing the database connection. I am changing the target connection to target database, and here this is the source qualifier application type database connection. I am changing it to source, and this is the source connection value, that is for source, and this is the target connection value, and I am setting it to target, and okay. And I am creating a workflow for this. Going to workflows, create workflow, w_sequence_generator. I am taking this session and joining these two using line task. I am creating the session. Now I will run this session. I will run this mapping. Selecting the start workflow. In monitor we can observe the session run status. Here session run successfully. If you go into the session log, we can see in source we have 7 records and these are loaded into the target transformation. We will verify the same in source and target databases. Here this is the source database. I am running the SQL. Here we are getting 7 records, and now I am running the same in target database. Previously in target database we don't have any records. Now in our target database we have 7 records, means the source 7 records are loaded into this target database. Here application ID we have given the sequence, so in this 7 records are loaded. So if you run the same session again, the same application name will be loaded and application ID will be different, like application ID will start from 8. So now I am running the same session. I have restarted the task. Here it ran successfully. Now I am running the same SQL in target database. Here we can observe application ID start by 8, that is the next, that is it is incremented by 1 with for the maximum application ID which was previously loaded. So it is set to 14. Now I am going to the session properties. In sequence generator properties, here the reset option is not enabled. If I enable this reset option, integration service will reset the maximum value of that application ID to its start value. Means after this reset, if we run the same mapping in a new session, the application ID value will be start by start value, that is 1. However, I have a primary key constraint on my target table application ID. It will validate the primary key constraint, that is application ID. Hence the session will load the duplicate records, nothing but duplicated application ID into the dummy file. So no record will be loaded into the target table, means that records were rejected. Thank you.